Okay, here's the right hand melody and the left hand chords played in slow motion to Minuet in G by Bach. Okay, a good way to practice this would just be line by line. If you're real new at this, just practice it in small portions. You don't have to start at the beginning and play it all the way to the end. You'll actually see quicker process and you'll get more benefit by practicing this in smaller portions. So a good way to practice this, especially if you're real new at this, is to just practice that first line. But you might want to stop on that first note and that first chord of line 2. That way you get used to switching from one chord to the next. So let me do that again. And then stop on that C chord at the beginning of line 2. And then do it again. Stop, do it again. Do that as many times as needed. Half a dozen times, a dozen times, whatever it takes. Once you feel comfortable with that, move on and practice the next line. So you may want to practice starting on that C chord at the beginning of line 2. And then stop on that D7 chord and that C melody note. And then do it again. Stop, do it again. And notice I'm not trying to play it up to speed at this point. You want to practice this in slow motion and gradually build speed as you become more familiar with the song. So once you feel comfortable with line 2, then you could practice line 3, starting on that D7 chord. Stop, do it again. Stop and do it again however many times as is necessary. And then, once you feel comfortable with line 3, just practice those last 2 measures. Stop, do it again. Now, if you're real new to this, the process may be slow at first. The more songs you learn, the quicker you'll get at this, and you'll see how extremely effective this way of learning is. That's Minuet in G by Bach. Here it is again in slow motion. Okay, I'll see you on the next video where I will play Minuet in G at normal speed.